Hey guys, we're back for episode 2. I've been farming some twinkling titanite around this joint. I didn't get as much as can be got because I pretty much got bored after a while. But I think I got enough. I now have 12 twinkling titanite. I think I need 9, but we've got 3 extra spare there just in case. I also got a few other types of titanite if I ever want to upgrade other stuff later in the game. And I got this, a titanite slab. Now, this will upgrade a plus 14 to a plus 15, thus maxing it out, or get you up to a plus 5 maxed out crystal or lightning weapon. This is important because this is quite literally the rarest drop in the game. And I can't believe I just got one off of a crystal lizard. Normally you would farm dark wraiths for these, and I got one off of a lizard, so yeah, I'm absolutely amazed by that. It happens to be on a playthrough where I was lucky enough to get the halberd drop, so I won't be using it on a weapon at any point, unless I decide to upgrade a weapon later in the game to plus 15, or plus 5 lightning. But, man, that is just insanely cool. I can't believe I actually managed that. Maybe I'll use it on a shield later in the playthrough if I actually carry on playing through after the videos are finished, but we'll see. Anyway, that was awesome. So I believe we are going to head off now to back to the forest. So we've now got 2 stamina buffs on, and we've got a bunch of titanite ready to upgrade our super weapon. So we are pretty much set. Obviously I still need to make it to the blacksmith, and I still need to level up my strength to, I think it was 22 I said, wasn't it, that I need, because it requires 30, how much did it require? 32 strength. Oh, and it requires 18 dex. Okay. It might be a little while longer before I get to be able to use this then. 18 dexterity and 32 strength are quite far up the ladder. I need 22 strength then to two-hand it. But I do need that 18 dex. Oh man, how many points is that? I need 6 points of strength and 8 points of dex. That's 14 levels. Ooh. Now, I kind of wanted to get this thing fully upgraded and ready to use for when I go to take on the Taurus demon. That may not happen now. We'll see. I might... I'm going to need a lot of souls from somewhere, and it's going to cost me quite a lot to upgrade it to plus 5. I'm really trying to be cheeky here. What I might end up doing is farming a couple of things between videos just to get some souls together. And, yeah, do it that way. I might even... Well, I'll tell you what, we'll come to a decision a bit later on. I'm going to run past this guy because I don't want anything to do with him. But yeah, I really would like to get that halberd up to plus 5 just in case it can one-hit the Taurus demon. That would be incredible. I've never done that before. I've 2-hitted him before. With a plus 5, I think it was it might have been the reinforced club, but I have plus 5 to reinforced club, imbued it with lightning, and then knocked out that Taurus demon in 2 hits. The Zweihander will also do that pretty well. Right, we would like you to... Well, first things first, let's get it up to plus 1, I suppose. And now I'm out of souls, so I'm going to have to head on into here and pop these souls, because it's going to cost me 2,000 per level of the weapon, so I need another 12,000 souls. I don't actually want to talk to you again just yet, sorry. What's 12,000 did I just say? No, they're not 3,000 a pop, they're 2,000 a pop. Right, I need 8,000 souls. So what we can do is bung another one on there.
Well, hello again.
And suddenly those 3 souls I picked up in Blighttown Swamp are very much worth the hassle. Right, get you up to +2, then +3, then +4, and... oh, requires 4 for the +5. Most things require 3 of their specific Titanite for that final hit, so it's lucky we farmed the extra couple. Anyway, that is now a fully maxed out monster of a weapon. Right, what shall I do now?
Don't get yourself killed.
I won't get myself killed. Right, I can now bone back to the bonfire, or I can go soul hunting. What would be the best thing to do here? I could go and take on the Tower Knight, although it probably would take a while to do him in. He would give me a few thousand souls. Oh no, I don't want to rest at a bonfire though, do I? Be a long walk back otherwise, but I do kind of want to level up. No, I'm not gonna rest at it. It's lit. That's good enough for now. I want to be able to bone back to the other bonfire to get back to Firelink a bit quicker. But for now, I'm going to run over here. There will be a few guys at the top of these stairs for me to deal with, but they're reasonably simple to handle. I'm two-handing this axe, so hopefully I can have them in one backstab each. He got me good. Oh dear. Press the wrong button. Alright, I might actually pop an Estus here if I can. Come on. Switch back to 2 hands, and... oh, he's not having a backstab. Huh. That was a bit problematic. Anyway, next. There we go. Okay. Alright, that's him over and done with. So, let's go and anger the Tower Knight. Hello, mate. Up on that altar there is another Firekeeper soul as well, so it's quite nice coming here early in the game because now I'll be able to get up to +2. This is where that stamina recovery comes in handy. Oh, he's going... I wasn't expecting the double hit. That gives me time to Estus anyway. This guy's quite slow, so as long as you roll in and out and predict his hits, you can actually hit him pretty successfully. It's going to take a little while for me to... you can have a second? No. I want him to do attacks that I recognise so that I don't get messed up. Managed to roll through that one. I'm using just a bog standard battle axe, it should be noted for this. So as long as you can keep your dodges up, and remember for certain frames throughout the dodge you are actually invincible. So if you can time it right and roll through their attacks, or at the very least away from them, then yeah, they're not too hard. Well, that guy isn't too hard anyway. Because he is so slow. You just need to maneuver around him and not get trapped. Anyway, he's given me another... well, not many souls. I guess that was about, what, 800? Something like that. I can go and get this Firekeeper soul now, though, so we can get the Estus Flask up to a +2. When I eventually go to a Firekeeper. I'm not going to go and deal with the rest of these guys just yet, because as much as my battle axe tore through that guy, eventually I don't want to have to risk that on any of these other people, so I'm going to head back to, yeah, back to Firelink now, I think. Via the Darkroot Forest. Now, What's another good way to get souls? Because right now I am just trying to get souls to level up. So... well, let's just start getting this dexterity up, I suppose. I guess I could pop the remaining souls that I've got here. See what other levels I can get out of this. It was 18 dexterity, I think it said I needed, right? So, where are we now? Required souls 1,400. I think if I go and wreck a boss, a reasonably simple boss, I might be able to, I don't think my battle axe is really gonna... See, I've got a couple of choices here. I can either do the Hydra, which will take forever. It's easy, but it will take forever. Or I could go and do Pinwheel, which can be a hassle if you let the battle go on too much. He's also a massive hassle to get to. And I won't be doing a lot of damage with this bog standard battle axe. This is the problem when you want to go for the halberd straight away. What to do? Well, let's get started by heading over towards the Hydra. I'll put my shield back on. Because over towards the Hydra there is, at the very least, I know there's a Proud Knight soul over there, so that'll be useful to go and grab. The strategy with the Hydra is pretty much, and there are 2 Hydras in the game, they both require the same strategy. Just make sure you've got 100% physical damage shield, and then it's just a matter of cheesing it bit by bit. You just chop off one head at a time. It only attacks you every now and again, and when it does attack you... oh, no, that wasn't a knight one, it was a nameless soldier. Right, yeah, and when it does attack you... oh, it looks like I'm about to go and have a go at the Hydra. And I haven't equipped my 100% shield. So what I'm doing here is giving these guys the runaround, because the Hydra is actually there attacking at a distance, but its attacks will damage them as well. So with a bit of luck, I can get the Hydra to actually kill the golems for me. And that's them done. Okay. Now I just have to dodge the Hydra's attacks. And very quickly, spider shield. Okay. This is not advised in any way, shape or form. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is going to be a nightmare situation. This may take forever. If this does take a while, I will just speed it up on the video. At this point in the fight, there's so many heads going still that it's difficult to actually miss one of them because there are so many to choose from. But eventually, those heads are going to start coming off. And when they do start coming off, that means I'm going to have to start aiming in other places to find the heads. And that can be difficult if you don't have any ranged attacks, which I don't. Okay, so, long story short, I fought the Hydra down until it was on its last head, and then as per usual, it got to the point where, unless you've got a long range, like a longer range melee weapon or some sort of ranged weapon, it's kind of not possible to hit that last head without falling off of the, falling into the deep part that kills you in the water. And that's what happened to me. I was there for about 25 minutes fighting that thing, and eventually just tried to hit its last head, got a little bit too over anxious, and yeah, it all went a bit wrong. So I'm not going to go back to the Hydra until I've got some sort of ranged attack. For now though, I've got some thinking to do, because I'm trying to figure out still how to get those extra points before I go to the Taurus Demon. Now I could just go and grind the undead burgh, but that seems like far too much work. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So what am I going to do instead? I shall... Oh, I know. While we're here, I'm going to go and get the Wulfrun. That sounds like a cool thing to go and do. The Wulfrun is a really good ring that adds 40 poise to your character. So when you're like me and just wearing light armour, the Wulfrun will give you the ability to not get stunned out of everything that hits you. So like right now, if I'm in the middle of a swing for an attack and someone else hits me before I hit them, my attack will be cancelled because I have no poise. Poise is listed in the top right there. 0. Whereas if I have 40, which the Wulfrun gives me, that's essentially as if I'm wearing a big old suit of armour. So I can be in the middle of a swing, something else can hit me, and that swing will still complete even though I take damage from their attack. Like, so I'm still getting hit, but my hit is continuing to go through as well. And that's why poise is incredibly important. So, what we're going to do now is probably have to deal with this guy. I might be able to just run by all these guys. Oh, actually, they seem to get stunned whenever I hit them, so that's cool. Be careful of their big bite attack. It's not fun. Oh, this is actually working out okay. Every attack from this axe seems to put them into a stun, so they can't hit me back. So that's because they've got no poise, and that is useful to me. Now while we're running around here, we might be able to pick up a couple of extra bits and pieces to help out with our soul count. These guys aren't going to do much for us because they're only popping out 100 souls apiece. I'm trying to get this guy to come a bit further over here because otherwise his mate's going to wake up. Come on. This way. That'll do. Yeah, carry on. Maybe even fall off the side. Oh, and he's dropping something, but it's gone. Oh well. Right, here's his mate. I'm well aware that this guy is in the ground, so I'm just going to pop him up. Man, I had no idea these guys had so little poise. Normally by the time you'd come here, you'd probably be able to one-hit these guys. So, yeah, I've never actually noticed that they've got a complete lack of poise before. I missed an item. I'm going to want that because I'm pretty sure that's a soul. Yeah, large soul of a nameless soldier. That's like 3,000 souls there. That'll be useful for us. Now there is, once you get to this glowy door, you need the Crest of Artorias to get through this door, which you can buy from Andre the Blacksmith. Alternatively, you can murder Andre the Blacksmith if you don't feel you need him throughout the game, and then he will drop the crest. I advise not doing that because he's pretty much the only guy that can get your weapon up to plus 15. In fact, I think he is the only guy. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I think he is. There is a secret wall over here with a bonfire, though. I'm not going to light it because I want to bone back to the other bonfire out of laziness once I get the Wulfrun. The Wulfrun, by the way, is... not not going to go all the way back over there now, but it's up on a shelf up there. The way to it is this way, though. So we are going to head down here and ignore that part there. There is an item in there, but there's also 4 tree men that are waiting to ambush you once that item gets picked up. So we're going to go through this wall of fog. There's no boss in here. Or there is, but it's a long way over that way. Just get through this beat-upable tree. Beat-upable is my new word, by the way. Just making up words for my Dark Souls video. This, yeah. This takes a while with a normal axe. I'm going to two-hand it. See if that goes a bit quicker. There we go. And out of the way. Okay, that clears our path. And now we can run down here. There will be a thing that we could potentially kill here, but I'm not going to mess around with it. Oh, that's the guy who fell off the top, I guess. I never had any idea that this place was so immediately below where I dropped that guy off. That's cool. Right, anyway, we're going to wander up here. Going down the rest of that way, by the way, or anywhere other than this path, is not suggested at this point, because there are a lot of stone golems around, and they are very nasty, including this guy. We're not going to mess with him, though, because we are simply going to go and grab the wolf ring, and then bone out before he can come over to me. He gives you plenty of time. Those guys are pretty slow. Alright, so, wolf ring. Boosts up your poise. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The wolf ring belongs to Artorius the Abyss Walker. Artorius had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with a great sword. He also had a bunch of poise, which is what we're here for. Right, I'm going to head back down to the Valley of Drakes now. Although, did pick up a couple of souls, so I might pop those quickly. Oh, they weren't 3,000 apiece, they were 1,000 apiece. That's a bit bum. Might be able to level up once out of it though. Right, I now have the prerequisite dexterity. Just need another 6 points of strength. Man, leveling up to that degree before getting to the Taurus Demon is pretty difficult. I still really want to go and just wreck that Hydra. It's such an easy fight when you really break it down. It takes patience at this point, but it is such an easy fight, and it is 10,000 souls for it, so... Is it 10 or 20? I think it's 10,000 souls. And 10,000 souls could very almost get us to where we need to be. So I need to figure out what I want to do about that. It does require a ranged attack, though. Get past this guy. Alright mate, you gonna jump? Yeah, you jump. And I run underneath you. See you later guys. This will give me an opportunity to get back to the Firekeeper as well, and upgrade my flask with that other Firekeeper soul that I found in the parish. Oh, I know what I haven't done. That'll do. Put on my stamina regen shield. The spider shield is really cool at the start of the game, because aside from having 100% physical damage reduction, it also does a really good job of blocking poison. There's a lot of thunder outside my place at the moment. I don't know if that's coming over the microphone. It's kind of creepy. I think we've got quite the storm heading in. Apparently we're on the arse end of a hurricane, so that's going to be fun tomorrow. I got to do the big red barrel cast tomorrow night with a storm in the background, potentially. So that'll be nice. Oh, don't want to fall down the hole. Now, there are a couple more big souls in the new Londo Ruins. I just don't know if I want to make that run at the moment, because it is tricky. Also, it requires me to... yeah, that also requires me to have a bow, actually. So, not really worth fussing about with at the minute. I can't be bothered dealing with ghosts right now. Plus, I'm kind of making this video primarily for people to use as a guide to do it as well, and yeah, I don't know if you guys want to play around with ghosts too much at the start of the game. It's not fun. You can, if you make that run though, get the very large ember virtually at the start of the game. So that's the ember that allows Andre to ascend your weapons from plus 11 to plus 14, or plus 15 rather. Right, might as well take a rest here. Now then, what to do? I've probably got enough little souls here that I can level up one more point. That should do it. No, need another one. Okay, that'll do it. Start putting that strength up. Need another 5 points of strength, and then we'll be ready to roll. Two-handed at least. I'm not going to kill the NPCs. That is a really easy way to get souls, but I don't think I want to kill NPCs at this point. So is it about farming souls in the undead burgh, do we think? Yeah, I think that's probably going to be what we end up doing. So what I will do is make my way up to the burgh bonfire. There are other ways to do this. I could go and take on Pinwheel in the catacombs, but honestly it's such a hassle to get to him in the first place. And then, especially since Patches will be there now that I've entered Blighttown. And he'll be trying to trick me up every step of the way. And this axe is not going to do a whole lot against Pinwheel, so it could even be an annoying fight. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I will do that run later on. Probably once I've got the halberd swinging with two hands. Go and take Pinwheel down. That's an easy 15,000 souls or whatever it is. But yeah, until then I'll just make my way up to the burgh, and then away from video I will grind out some souls. You guys have seen me work my way through the burgh in the other videos anyway. There's a soul. I'd rather not get burned alive, thanks matey. I should probably do all this with a shield up, to be honest. Not happy with the lack of backstabs I'm getting. Come on, there we go. I love the axe backstab animation. The axe and the club do that every time, and it is awesome. Where's he off to? Did he survive that? I guess he did. That means he'll be on his way back up. Maybe. Unless he did die? I don't know where he is. I'm just going to leave him be. Whatever. Another small soul down here. There's a bunch of these just lying around, but they're kind of worthless on their own, but at this stage in the game, and especially since I'm quite desperate for souls, and I'm still leveling up within the under 2,000 limit, like a few of these combined will do me some good. Might even be able to get a level up out of them. Still not hitting that backstab. There we go. It can be tricky sometimes. The animation doesn't always like to hit home. And this guy's just not letting me around. Stuck on his hitbox. There's nothing in there. Oh, you know what I could do is go and grab the little one down the bottom. It would require me to get through the ambushing hollows, but might be a good idea. Yeah, I will do that. Gets me the rubbish as well, which we can trade in for something a little more useful with Snuggly later. Snuggly is a is a little crow that likes warm and soft things. Specifically, where did you come from? That's interesting. He must have... I guess he must have gone through the wall or something. That's really weird. Anyway. I caught him in time. Let's go on a bit of a collection spree. Grab some of these souls. No, I will actually just do these guys in. I was just going to run through them, but sometimes that can result in, if one step goes wrong, you can get suddenly frenzied by 5 hollows, and that's not fun. Yeah, took them both out. Always nice. The rubbish is absolute rubbish, but as I say, you can trade it to Snuggly, who is living over in the Undead Asylum. I could have actually gone and said hello to him when we were back over there, but I didn't, and I feel bad about that. But yeah, we'll head back to the Undead Asylum way later. I don't even know if this video will get that far. Once again, I'm planning on this video ending once I ring the first Bell of Awakening, because I don't really want to spoil the whole game for you guys, unless you would like me to play a whole playthrough. Or maybe get as far as I can through a playthrough. Forgot about the dragon there. Off you go, mate. In which case, if you guys would like to see that, then I'll just, yeah, keep making episodes. Maybe you don't want to actually play Dark Souls yourself and you'd rather just, but you're interested enough that you want to sit and watch someone else do it. Talk to this guy. I don't think I actually need to buy anything off him specifically right now. It'd be nice to buy the bow off him or the... yeah. I want to get the bottomless box. I will not need the residence key because the only thing that's useful for when you've already got the master key is saving Griggs, who sells sorceries, and I am not going to be using a lot of sorcery. If any at all. The reinforced club, by the way, is an excellent flipping weapon, and had I not got that halberd drop from the Black Knight, I would have absolutely gone for the reinforced club. Because aside from the fact that that thing does quite a lot of damage, it also has a bleed effect, which means that once the bleed has built up on someone's defense meter, it does like 30% of their total health damage to them. So, excellent if you're up against something that takes consecutive hits. Oh, he got hit in. I'm not used to that. Oh, and he survived. This is what I get for... See, normally I've got quite a more powerful weapon coming to the burgh by this point. I'm not used to all this, this bog-standard battle axe business. That would have stun-locked me, knocked me out my attack, had I not had the Wulfrun on. Because they got an attack in right as I was mid-swing. If I didn't have the Wulfrun on, that would have messed me up. Fortunately, I do. There is, if you climb up here, a sneaky shortcut that you can take down into the lower undead burgh, which you would normally get to a bit later on. You can go straight down there, though it's dangerous to go down there because there are assassins and dogs, and I mean the assassins aren't too bad themselves, but the dogs are, You know, between dogs and torch-bearing hollows, they're like my most hated enemies in the whole game. And where did those guys come from? I'm guessing they were up there originally and tried to get to me. Anyway, the shortcut into the lower end Eggburg is really tricky. You have to dive off this ladder onto that ledge down there. And if you manage to land it, because there is quite a lot of auto-repel, then you can build up a run, sprint, and jump over the side of that whole path down into the lower end Eggburg. It will take about 75-80% of your health off when you land, but it is survivable. Right, I might as well go and get the crossbow. Oh dear, oh dear. Completely messed up that jump. Alright. I'm going to run back up there now. Because I do actually want that crossbow. See you later, boys and girls. Yeah, you can dump off there. Go around you. Run around you. Yes, you can hit me, that's fine. Just get out of my way. This isn't good. Ah. It is totally possible to speed run through there. I just made a horrendous mistake. I got caught on something. I'll give it one more shot, because I don't particularly want to go around fighting all of these guys if I don't have to. There we go. And by the time I get down here, they shouldn't be following me. Now, speedrunning these guys is a little more of a concern, because they've got annoying attacks. I seem to have made it though. I will have to deal with this guy and the 4 people down the bottom. I say people, I use that term loosely. Okay, that's you 2 down. He got... Can't believe he got through my defense there. Okay. Up the ladder we go. Do 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 do. Let's not miss this jump this time. There we go. Okay. Roll up here and round the side, and we can pick up a light crossbow with some bolts. I can probably go and take on the Hydra now, realistically. Whether I will or not is another question altogether. Hello, guys. Nice to see you're having a party down there. Oh, as are you. This could be dangerous. Yep, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to get out of here. Woo! Okay, have a quick Estus. If I can run through this and up to the bonfire to reset them, that will be really useful. I think I'm going to make it. I got to light it first. Am I going to make it before they catch up with me? Yes! Okay. That is awesome. Right, I'm going to run through the Eggburg and start grinding out some souls. It's going to take a while. I might take out the Black Knight while I'm at it as well, but that is the end of today's video. So, I will see you guys later. Bye!